Hello, this is just another collector. It is Wednesday, March 25th, and I have another Dennis the Menace script that I'd like to share. This is an original script, and this was used probably by a script supervisor or possibly director. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know enough about how the film works. But this is Dennis the Menace, the Soapbox Derby. It's a revised final draft from February 1961. This was a really good episode in the second season. And just to show you, I'm not going to show all the pages again, but every page has a lot of notes, which is pretty cool. All the character names are underlined in crayon, or colored pencil rather. And on the left side, which of course there's no writing, they actually have like the date and even the time when they filmed each scene. So it's pretty cool. There's a lot of history. I'm guessing this is a script supervisor. If anyone has a definite answer, please let me know. And I didn't pay a whole lot from this. I got this on eBay years ago. And seller had bought a bunch of stuff from a guy that worked at Sony Studios. Now, Dennis the Menace was not filmed at Sony Studios. It was filmed at the Columbia Ranch at Warner Brothers. And the interior, I believe, was filmed at Paramount or at Sunset Gower Studio. But this guy had some Dennis the Menace scripts. And it's just really cool because it breaks down each of the scene. Again, March 1st, for example, 3:35. And there's a lot of, like I said, just a lot of notes. Just gonna go through this real quick. Can't show everything. Some of it's in blue, some of it's like in pink. I don't know what those numbers mean. Really cool. And I didn't pay that much. I mean, I guess at the time no one was just paying attention because it was open for bids, and like I don't think anyone even bid on this. So I'm really happy to have gotten this. Yeah, I was watching the episode as I was reading this to see, and it has the changes in ink. Some of the stuff is crossed out. Some of the writing I can't make out. Just a really cool item. Again, if you're a fan of Dennis the Menace TV show, you'll definitely enjoy taking a look at this. Yeah, I think I only paid like 20 something dollars, and I mean, to me that's a steal. I mean, you can buy reproductive Xerox scripts at like the same price, and this is an original plus a crew member that used it, so it's definitely a cool item. Some of it's in blue ink, some of it's in pencil, some of it's in like red pencil, blue pencil. I noticed with some things like Henry, for example, they have it circled and they have Mitchell, which of course is his last name. Yeah, this was definitely a very memorable episode. Dennis enrolls in the Soapbox Derby with competing against Johnny Brady, and Dennis's dad and Mr. Wilson help build a racer for Dennis. Really good episode. Interesting. And then on this, there's nothing written down on that one. And as I noticed it, I was looking through it. I don't know if all the episodes were filmed like that, but they were out of sequence. I noticed that from the beginning scene may have been filmed like, in the end, or vice versa. They filmed the end scene, let's say, like in the beginning or the middle of the production. I know it was that way with the Adventures of Superman in the 1950s. At least I think the first season was at least. And I actually used a Staples plastic, to keep it in, because of course it didn't come with anything. This one's got a lot of writing on this page. I'll show this one here. You can see. Yeah, say now it's March 3rd, whereas before it was like March 7th, so it was evidently filmed out of sequence. Just really cool. Just all this handwriting. I'm just picturing from 1961, this person, behind the filming scene. Really cool. Nice piece of history. And that's got red ink on that one. And if you're interested in actually reading this, you're going to have to obviously pause it, because I'm going through it pretty fast. Kind of hard because I have it's kind of rolled a little bit because I have it in that plastic. Hopefully YouTube allows me to show this. I don't know if it's like, if you're allowed to show like scripts, but see what happens. This page actually has like the most handwriting, so I'll show this one. And this is at March 2nd, so if you remember from the other ones, it was March 7th, and then it was like March 6th, so again, you could see how clearly out of sequence it was. Some of the handwriting I can't make out. This one's got a lot. Yeah, a lot of handwriting again. Yeah, it just keeps going back. Now it's March 2nd. Mr. Wilson's famous line. And again, I use a phone to record my videos, so that's why it's hard for me sometimes why it's kind of shaky at times, because I don't have a camera. This was the best way to do it, probably. And it looks like that's the end. And there's the cover there, the original cover. There's nobody's name on this one. Last script I showed you was Billy Boots' script, who played Tommy. This is a crew member script. And again, I don't know if it's a script supervisor or this director. I honestly have no idea. Alright, so that is a Soapbox Derby for Dennis the Menace. I do have one other Dennis the Menace script, which I'll be showing this week, and showing some of my other collectibles and things like that. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe if you're checking this channel out for the first time. I do appreciate the comments and subscriptions that I've been getting lately. Don't have too many yet, but it's definitely adding on lately, so I do appreciate it. Oh, incidentally, the only Menace the Menace scripts you can get, if you go to Hollywood and you want to buy like the copies, they have just 2, it looks like, and that's Miss Cathcart's Best Friend and the Newspaper Drive. I think that's it. Some of these originals show up on eBay from time to time. You have to keep your eye out if you're interested in Menace the Menace, the TV show. There was one on eBay recently. It went for $100, but it actually was another guest star, and I think it had a lot of autographs on it, so of course it went for like $100. But again, thanks for watching. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.